It's going to be a good one, man. Get your popcorn ready. This probably is the matchup of the week, or definitely the matchup of the week. It is Cowboys at 49ers, kicking off at 8:20. The spread right now is sitting at -3.5. And I mean, this 49ers team looks like the best team in football. No question about it. This defense is playing well. This offense is absolutely humming. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is doing his thing. No signs of injury, no signs of slowing down from him. So gotta love that. And I'll leave it to you to hype up the Cowboys, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me to pick a matchup of two teams that I wanted to see play, this is probably number one or two on that list right now, man. Like, these are two teams that I think are supremely talented. You look at the talent on both of these rosters, just Micah Parsons, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, CeeDee Lamb, Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, Zach Martin. I can sit here for probably 3 or 4 minutes going off of the star power on both of these teams. It's going to be electric on Sunday Night Football. I'm really excited to watch what this Cowboys run defense does. So far this season,
Yeah.
it's been a little lackluster, even though they've invested some assets into Mozzie Smith, and just tried to gradually improve this run defense. Christian McCaffrey, like, we're getting calls for MVP for running back. He's playing that well. He scored 4 touchdowns last Sunday. I believe he's fantasy player number one, or
Should be.
he's definitely RB1. I'm fairly certain he is. Um, he's been fantastic. Tony Pollard has been good, not great, not fantastic. He's been good though, which
He's
you
been good.
kind of said that he wasn't going to be. I think
I
he's
didn't say he wasn't going to be good. Like, I think he's good. He's the starting running back, and he showed that he's good last year. But you thought he was going to be like a top 3 to 5 running back this year, and
he's
that's
RB
not
seven.
the
He's RB
case.
seven in fantasy.
Okay. But you
That's
saw
pretty
the
good.
eye test, and you said he's been good, not great. And
I have
that's
not been
the
able
eye
to,
test.
like, for whatever reason, I didn't watch the Cowboys Giants game because after about 4 drives that I was like, okay, I can probably turn this off now. Um, I missed the Patriots game last week, same reason. Um, Cardinals game, but whatever. Pollard's fine. Like, Pollard's good. You're
Yeah.
happy with Pollard. Um, I'll also be kind of interested to see what this Dallas offense does. They kind of have been this leaning off the defense a little bit. I don't think they'll be able to do that this week.
2 defensive touchdowns last week again, right?
I think it was
Yeah.
one because they finished with 35. McCaffrey had 4, so could have
Okay.
only had one. But I'm also very interested to see Brandon Ayuk, man. Brandon Ayuk has been the highest graded. I believe he might be the highest graded player via PFF right now. He
Wow.
might just be the highest graded offensive player, or the highest graded receiver, excuse me.
Yeah, he is the highest graded receiver.
He just doesn't have the targets right now to, like, because I usually sort it by 50% of whatever the most in the league is, and he doesn't have that because he missed that game and a half, but he's at like a 93.6 right now. He's playing fantastically. Debo
Yep.
Samuel is questionable for this one, so I think that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at this game. I think could be another big Brandon Ayuk day. No Trayvon Diggs in this one. Obviously, Stephon Gilmore's been playing pretty reasonably for Dallas, so could be a fun matchup there. But you've got to worry about George Kittle. You've got to worry about Christian McCaffrey, and also which edge is going to show out. This is a conversation for edge one here between Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa. Who's going to show out and have that big game on Sunday Night Football to show I'm the best edge rusher, I'm the best defensive player on the planet? That conversation could be settled in this one. One more thing though, Brock Purdy has been fantastic this
Oh,
season. Been
he looks
absolutely
so good,
fantastic, and it
dude.
drives me nuts because I was like,
And now, do we want to go look back at where I put Brock Purdy in the quarterback rankings? Do we want
yeah.
to go look
I
at
mean,
that in
if you want to do
comparison to you
that,
guys?
if you want to do that,
Yeah.
just because we're gonna clip this, I just want to cover real quick. Before I say the good thing, Kane had the Giants at 14 and the Cowboys at 16.
Okay, all right.
For
God,
those that are
you
just
already
watching
mentioned
this
that in the
video,
whole episode. Jeez Louise, this guy is the
but you
truth.
did have Brock Purdy at 19th, which, in fairness, is still too low. But
Yeah?
I had him
No,
at
it is too
27th.
low.
I had him at 27th.
And where
So,
did everybody else have him? Mitch and Tyler?
Mitch had him at 30th. Tyler had him at 28th. So
All
I'm
right.
second highest.
So,
Let's go. But he has had 5 turnover worthy plays this year. 0 interceptions so far. this Dallas defense can 100% turn those into turnovers very quickly. So if he has two of those, that could be the difference in this game. I mean, I said it earlier. If I'm picking two teams that I want to watch play, it's probably these two teams right now, man. This has game of the year potential. I will be extremely disappointed if this is a blowout one way or the other. I want to see this one go down to the wire. I want to see this be the game of the year, man. I love the way that both of these teams are playing. I've got no idea what I want to do picking.
-3.5 on San Fran at home for San Fran. I think what it's going to come down to is the Cowboys are going to have to rely on their offense, and we're going to realize that they cannot solely rely on this offense. I mean, they can't establish the running game with solely Tony Pollard. Like you said, he's been good, not great. And this is a team that was before the season talking about how good their running game was and how they were going to emphasize it more than they ever have been. So I think you're going to, I mean, we've talked about this narrative before, and honestly, it showed out in the Cardinals game a little bit. Like once you have to rely on this offense, it might be trouble, man. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the 49ers at home on the spread and the money line.
God. I'm taking the Cowboys on the spread and the money line.
Of course,
I'm riding with my guys, man. I think the 49ers are a better team, but I feel like Dallas, the 49ers have beaten up on Dallas. They've knocked them out of the playoffs so many times recently, notably last year. I think Dallas, whether you want to call this a meaningless game or what, but this is kind of the one that doesn't matter as much as the ones in January. And I think that they're going to win this one on the road. I think Micah Parsons has a big day. You got him lining up against Colton McKivitz.
Do you kind of just assign Micah Parsons maybe as just the CMC guy? Like, I know he's rushing off the edge, but, like, for this specific case, for this specific game,
no, because you're taking away way too much as a passer.
Okay.
That's like when he was playing linebacker. Like, I understand the idea of, like, can we shut down Christian? But even if you have Micah Parsons guarding Christian McCaffrey like they're playing basketball, you can't shut him down because he's also going to be running the ball. Like, if he was a wide receiver, it's a little bit easier, but having him come out of the backfield just makes it such a difficult mismatch. And I think, again, you got him lined up against Colton McKivitz, against an offensive line that, like, as long as you stay away from Trent Williams' side, you have the advantage by a good margin if you're Micah Parsons. Could be a big day for him, and I don't think that Nick Bosa on the other side has that same advantage. And that honestly might be what it comes down to. So I'm going to ride with my guys in Dallas.
Of course you are. So I can't wait to see the result of that one.
I cannot wait till Sunday, dude. You're getting me hyped talking about this game. I can't wait to watch it.
The debate that we're gonna have after that game, I can't wait.